Hi guys, welcome back. Regrowth with me, Sid, and you'll be pleased to know we don't have much in the chest this week. We've got most of the seeds now are almost there. The obsidian is now at full strength. I'm just waiting on the blaze, and the experience is all done. Obviously, last episode we unlocked the the built from, and that opened up a whole host of seeds, but I'm going to leave off of those. The one I really want to get done is the diamond seeds, which I'll have to complete this particular quest line anyway, which in itself is not a major issue. But to get the diamond seeds, if we go diamond, we need, got one of those because we picked that up from the witch's chest. We can do that, we can do that, we can do that. Rune of Winter, which we need for a quest line, requires a cake. And of course, to get a cake, we need milk. And to get milk, we are going to need cows. So, before we do that, let me just show you what I've done downstairs, because the thrust of this episode is going to be getting a witchery area sorted. So I've replaced this out. This is all factory block. We've got glass, and underneath there is technical block. And it's piping block. So we're coming down. Must fix that. And we come down and we get to the bottom here, and this is the corridor network. So we've got the technical block, glowstone. These are covers, and there's a cover under there with glowstone providing illumination. That's your technical block fan fast. That's just another lab block. So yeah, I like that. The nether wart farm is behind a carpenter's garage door with more of this in it. So that is neatly hidden away. And I think we're probably going to come out this way for the witchery area, because we need a pretty big room for that, I think. But before we do that, let's get some cow eggs made. Now, cow eggs require 2 leather, and of course we don't have any leather, but we do have an alchemy catalyst. And an alchemy catalyst converts rotten flesh into leather. So that's how we're going to get around that one. We need an egg, we need 2 wheat, and 3 experience drops, and we also need our wand, of course, just for good measure. This will also complete as a quest, so it kind of double-barreled thing. 1, 2. This one will hopefully finish. You can wait. I'll go and. I think it will finish. We'll be able to get this one finished before we sleep, or maybe not. Takes a fair bit. Let's go sleep. So yeah, the witchery area. Now, an upgraded witchery altar covers an area, I believe it's something like up to 32 block radius. So that's the kind of room size I am aiming to build. Give you an idea of how much space I've got to dig out. Oh, that's not where I'm going. Boom, concussion creeper. Yeah. Okay, we're done. So we can go pachow and spawn cow. Let us just repeat that, because you know you can't breed 1 cow. So we'll have a couple. I know we only need 1 to complete the quest, but mana's plentiful, might as well do that. And let's have a look at the quest lines now. Somewhere in here. No, it's Life of the World, isn't it? Encoding the World? No. Life of the World. So there are also sheep and dogs, villagers, kitty, pigs, and then we can get slime and all the other ones. So For that one, I could have just taken actually, I never realised it did that. We'll have the experience drops. Oh, we get both. I keep on thinking these are choices, you know, and of course they are not. They are rewards. But that's me. Let's just see how are you going. Almost there. Oh, we'll have 3 cows. They'll be happy cows. Or maybe just 1 in reserve, just in case we have anything kill some of our cows. So we've got the cows, so that gives us the ability to get on with the Rune of Winter. Now we need a place to keep the cows. And for the time being, I am thinking we'll pick you up and move you just somewhere over here. We've got loads of space to play with, so it doesn't really matter. And cobble walls maybe, just for simplicity. We'll do a few of those, and bang, that should do us. And then we'll just maybe there, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. And then we'll do 2 of these guys, moo and moo. And eventually we'll come up with a proper enclosure for these. That can go in mob drops for want of a better place. And that can go in there. So we got cattle. That's a big step, because now we can actually start looking at, if we come into what the world is made up, the way the world works. So we need a Rune of Spring, a Rune of Autumn, a Rune of Winter. Now the Rune of Winter is a water and earth, a cake, some wool we can get, and snow. Now have we got, I'm sure somewhere I have some snowballs. We do. So yeah, we just need to make a cake. Right, I will get all that together and I'll be back with you in a mo. Okay, seeing as I'm doing the Rune of Winter, I decided to do all 3 runes. So the first one was the Rune of Winter, which was the cakey. No, it wasn't the cakey. What was the cake? Yes, it was the cake. Cake, wool, and those. Let me just check it. Winter. Cake, wool, 2 snow, earth and water. So we need a water, an earth, wool, 2 snow. I'm not entirely sure where cake comes into winter, but there you go. I need some living rock. I might need to make some more actually. How am I doing? 1, 2, 3. No, I'm alright. And let's get that one going. Get these out of the way, and then because I would like to get diamond seeds sooner rather than later, because diamond seeds are obviously a critical ingredient in Britannia for the mana diamonds, and the sooner I get diamonds, the sooner those items open up to me. So winter, no, autumn was air and fire with 3 leaves and a spider's eye. So this should be an air, we need a fire, and we need 3 leaves. Fortunately, these are pretty quick ones to do, so I know the infusion crafting is probably not the most interesting thing to watch, but if we get this quest out of the way, then as I say, we move on to the last tier of runes. So that leaves, it's a wheat, 3 saplings, a fire, and a Rune of Water. Incidentally, if you are short of gunpowder like I was, the alchemy catalyst will convert flint into gunpowder, which is how I managed to get these runes of fire. So yeah, I'm trying to keep a bit of a stock of the base runes in, because you do use them a lot. But that should give us all of those. So we're going to get some stuff, and that opens up the 7 deadly sins, which we will have to do another time. I will let's just have a look at the one of those. I'm not sure what's involved with some of these. So lust, yeah, you see, mana diamonds. So without diamonds we ain't doing those. So with that in mind, let's go back and look at what we needed for a diamond seed. Diamond seed needs an essence of diamond, a mana pearl, some glass, a rune of earth, and a rune of winter. So we need the rune of winter. We'll put these, what's that one? Spring. Spring, then summer, then autumn, then winter. There we go. Nice and sensible. So let me pull that lot together. I had to grow a tree to get the missing leaves because I didn't have any. Let me pull that let me pull that lot together, and I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, the one thing we need to make now is the strong essence. And one thing I always find to be a complete pain in the backside. No, that's no good. Is crafting essences. So what we are going to do, where's my weak infusion stone? There. Is we are going to put a crafting frame on there. Weak infusion stone, essence, weak essence, done. And we can just fill that up. I've got loads of this. I mean, this is not even a fraction of what we've got. So if we go, ooh, that's not going to work. It's interesting. Oh. It's interesting that now there is a. Hang on. There we go. Inventory only. Player only. Inventory only. There we go. So we can just do that and get those out. Now the next thing we need to get is our regular infusion stone. Place that on there. It's going to be inventory only, and place those in there, and that should give us. Oh, we're missing weak essence. Of course we are. Doesn't matter. We can, now we're using this, we can get you out, get you out, get you out. So that lot goes in there, and then we've got the last ingredient, which is up here, and then we can repeat that for the super strong essence when we get to the last level of stone. And that is oh, inventory only. So they go in with that. So that's it. We've automated production of strong essence. Well, automated. I use the word automated probably too strongly. So I need I only need 4 strong essence to be precise for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was right. Yep, and some essence seeds, of course. Let's go and get these diamonds done, and then we can get on, and I'll start excavating this room. So they go on. We need a rune of winter, we need a rune of earth, we need a diamond, we need an ender. No, we don't. We need a mana pearl. You'd be surprised how many times I've actually thrown the ender pearl in, not tossed the ender pearl in, and end up teleporting myself into the mana pool. Or maybe you wouldn't, you know. Right. Alright, there's something wrong here. Missing the glass. Okay, and bang. So that's going to run through. It'll make us the seeds. We'll plant those, get those improving and spreading, and then I'm going to start excavating downstairs. So I will come back to you once I've got a reasonable size room. Okay, well, I've been digging for a while. Pardon me. And I'll tell you something that is weird. This is basically the width, and then we've got to take out these two sections here to get the depth, and then I need to bring it down, and I think I probably want to dome the roof or arch the roof up a little bit. What is really weird is digging out this kind of size of expanse in Minecraft, and you really notice the fact there's no ores. Now I'm going to take a slight break from this, because a man could only dig for so long, and hopefully we are wolf free up here. I heard a dire wolf earlier, but I'm guessing it was in one of the caves. Let me just turn off the sprinkler. I'm not seeing any wolfies running around inside, which is always nice. Oh, look at that, lovely diamonds. So yeah, we do still need to get that Witchery quest underway, or finished, the one where we need the ember moss, Spanish moss, ember thing, you know the one I mean. So what I want to do is have a little bash at that next. I've got loads of andesite, gravel coming out the wazoo. This is, by the way, let me just sleep quickly. This is only part of it. I've also got this bag full as well, so yeah, busy. As you know, the problem with the thing is getting the wood ash. Now we can get saplings. Saplings are easy. High fir trees, no problem. But they're a bit of a bind to chop down. So what I am thinking is getting well, for starters, I need to work out how to get. Let me just close that while I'm thinking. We need to get seared brick. Seared brick. Because what I want to do is make not a tool station, a tool forge. Now, grout, there is no recipe, so we're stuffed on that. We can do it with an ingot caster to get a seared stone, and we can do that in a crucible furnace, putting stone in there. Now doing a casting basin. So what we are going to have to look at, I think, and I've been kind of thinking we need to start looking at this anyway. This is things now. Let's have a look. So there's a new question: what the world teaches as well. Crucible furnace will give us burnt brick. Now burnt brick is different to seared brick. So let's have a look at the crucible furnace. So the crucible furnace needs a bucket of lava, a fluid tank, 2 burnt bricks, a brick construction block, which is more burnt bricks and iron, and heating components, which is silicon, which is basically sand, clay and coal together. and we need to make 2 of those. So the other we need to make 2 of those, and you make burnt brick by sticking either nether brick in 250 ml of lava or brick in 500 ml of lava. Not a problem. Let us grab some of that, and if I double check, I can make netherrack with 2 of those. So let me just do a few of those, a stack's worth, and get that cooking up to make me some nether brick. Save the lava. That's not that I actually have an issue with lava. Stick 16 in 4 furnaces, that should be fine. Bang. Now, bucket of lava we should be able to do with, let me just come out of the Baggins's bag and go in there. If I combine 4, well, we can do it with the lava we've got here at the moment, but we can also do it with this fire essence. Oops. And basically we can go get the lava, cheap as chips, and then go out to our crucible, which has got a 600 ml capacity, so we can put 3 buckets in, well, 6 buckets in. And 4 6s, 24 nether bricks go into there, and that will make us 24 burnt bricks. So let us go and get 24 nether bricks. If we've got 24 nether bricks pre-done, there's 12, there's 24, bang, in the bag, and we can just stick those in here. And just leave them to cook. You can see the lava is dropping, and that will give us a big chunk of what we need. So I'm just going to make as many of those as we need, and I will be right back with you. Okay, I think I've got everything. I've had to replant my coal seeds because I completely ran out of coal. It's amazing how you don't miss it when you ain't got it. I've made the first 2 of those. Let me get 2 of those going. So we're going to, and oh, before we do that, we need to do that. Oh, it's not going to play, is it? I don't know why this doesn't want to do its thing, but it doesn't. Long and short of it, so we need 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Those go in, and those go in, and that should give us 2 crucible furnaces, which if we then need to make a ladle, an ingot caster. Just bear with me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Just getting a little bit of news. Yeah, so we need to make a ladle, an ingot caster, and a block caster. Let's have a look. A ladle. Ladle. Copper ingots. Ooh, that's interesting. Have I actually... 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Get that one out of the way. Ladle. Let's have a look at caster. We need a ingot caster, which is 5 of those, like that. And we need a block caster, which, you gotta be frigging kidding me. Oh, it's like, you cannot be, so I better do 4, because these only use 1/4 of a bucket of lava, so, don't need to, I've got 4. So let us get a bucket of lava, get the 4 more of those cooked, and bunk, and cook, little bricks cook. And that should give us the stuff I think we need for making, sorry, I'm just kind of snuffling here, seared brick. Now, we are going to want this tank of lava as well. Where we go, almost there. Done. So now we can go and do you. And that should be claim the reward. So now it wants 8 seared bricks. It also wants a blacksmith's hammer and a blacksmith's anvil. However, what I am specifically interested in to gain here is, let me go and grab that. Grab that. We'll just, which one was the full one? That one. So we'll put that just down there out of the way, and we'll just plonk this till we've got machine shops and stuff. You can go there, and then we place this on top of here, and that is our crucible furnace, and it is heating up using the lava from underneath. So yeah, now to make seared brick, let me just have a look at what temperature we need to get to. Seared brick, seared stone, 218 is not too bad. So let us get a stack of cobble in there, because we can. Bang. No, that's a 54. You can see it's heating up. We can then take the, is it the ingot caster we wanted one? Yeah, the ingot caster. I think if we place that there, I'm going to need to stick a block of something just to climb on. As I say, temporary, so it shouldn't be a major issue. 94 degrees. I wonder whether we can increase this speed of temperature there. Oh, it seems to be. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to let this run for a little while. I'm going to check how long I've been recording, and I will be back once we've got some movement on that stone. Okay, we are, well, we're up to 770 degrees centigrade now. That is going a lot faster. This is almost full, and we should get 4 bricks out of this. Bearing in mind this has taken probably 10 minutes or so to get to this point. It is not the fastest solution, and obviously at the earliest available opportunity we are most definitely going to want to get a tinker's furnace going. Now we'll probably just do a really small one, maybe I know you can even do a 1x1 these days, but you know, start off with a smallish one, and because you can just leave this and forget about it while I'm digging, just whack some coal in and it's happy. It'll do its job quite happily there, and you know, we're at 800 and odd degrees there. That is almost got the stuff in it. These should start to solidify in a moment. Now it's full, I believe, and that is obviously building up again in the background. Let me just top that off, and bang. Now, oh, I can't. That can't have been full. Either way. Oh, cool. I could have done this probably earlier then. And will we get one more? Don't know. It's motoring now. I mean, you can see the speed that the arrow's moving across is considerably faster. Anyway, we should now now it wants us to make all the smeltery stuff. Now the first thing we want is a tool forge, because that's what I'm after. Just keep it. So basically we're going to be running this thing pretty much constantly until we've got enough to make all of those. But we can actually make the tool forge now, which is good. I need some iron, and I need 4 blocks. Fortunately, I mean, it's bizarre, but when you can grow metals and stuff like that, I actually don't feel the, what's the word, imperative to do ore doubling. It just seems kind of pointless to me. That is part builder, stencil table. Where's my tool forge then? I mean, it's not a problem. I could make one dead easily. So let's make one dead easily. Get me one of those. I'm going to need a... Is it a craft? Let me just double check. Tool forge is a tool station, which is, yeah, just a bog standard thing. Seems to be... Oh, I got tool station. Yeah, there we go. Tool station. Oh, first things first. 3 of those. Get those in, that in, and those in. Bang, and that gives us the tool forge, which means we can now make some basic some basic advanced tools. I'll just plop this down out here for now. And the one I want to make, of course, is going to be the lumber axe. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep making these bricks. I'll continue excavating and cultivating my plants. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. We're making some steady progress, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.